guys ready to go, but you and I both know it goes into preparation and practice and being ready to go. That gives you the confidence to come out and play. They've got to find that and fast.
Fights off the defender. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. These two teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the visiting Cardinals who came away with the victory. So now they've got a chance here to sweep the season series if they can get the victory in Glendale. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one a gain of 20.
Down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy, either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. The Cardinals hit 4 and 7 now on the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And this is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Prater for the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Here's third down and 4. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Open man is Atwell, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Off the play fake, it's Bennett. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Getting in there and finishing the play off was Myjai Sanders.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They said hello in a big way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another 2nd down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their 3rd down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
And the slot man goes in motion left. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. To throw is Bennett. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. Looking left side. That's caught by Moore. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
At the 31-yard line.
And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And now off to the races. Down the right side. Rondale Moore. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore. 69 yards. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Slot man moves right. On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll go again here with Akers. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing to the break, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Following the penalty, it's Kamara.
Another miss.
Still on his feet. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Not only an explosive play, but an explosive run. I mean, broken tackles along the way to pick up that yardage.
The way things kept churning for him, feet were moving, the legs were driving. Looks like someone who spent his offseason working on hill work, running through sand, all the things that you want to build up those leg muscles.
On the counter, here's Kamara. Down the numbers. There he goes. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, Cardinals. Alvin Kamara, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 21-0. touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10.
Shift. Omaha. 2-1.
Murray now to throw towards the end zone for Brown. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Prater on to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
Second down throw coming from Bennett. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
And the Rams first down.
Bennett to the air on 1st and 10. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing here on 3rd, Bennett.
Eluding the pressure right. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it'll be 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
35 yards that time on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
First down, Murray. Towards the end zone for Brown. And it'll be intercepted. And the Rams are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Bennett now off play action. Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
And Bennett will look to throw.
Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Looking to throw here. Bennett. To Jefferson on the slant.
A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Cardinals take over first and 10.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game.
103 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. It got his man, complete.
Now he's loose, down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Cardinals. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his third touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Cardinals come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down. 15. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. And they're going to speed things up here.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Bennett fakes a handoff, now to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets.
A gain of 13 yards. First down.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
At the 22-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Motioning to the left is Robinson. Bennett.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Third down. 3rd and 13.
Back to throw, Bennett. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jones.
And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. He has been interception prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of...
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
John Johnson with the INT.
And the Rams are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
And the Rams first down.
A give up the middle to Akers.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Off play action. Here's Bennett. And that one too wide and incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
So the failure to connect on second down. That leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Rams.
They'll pitch it out to Akers.
And some room to roam now. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
78 yards rushing for Akers, and this is a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Cardinals' 19-yard line.
Bennett now.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's a wise decision. Remember, he threw the pick on the last drive. This time he says, I'm not forcing one. I'm just getting it out of here.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
At the 8-yard line.
They'll run here with Akers.
Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Again, it'll be Akers.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage.
Taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Another shot to at least get on the board here. This is 3rd and goal.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Akers.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown.
Cam Akers
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Rams are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit.
Rams 8.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. Nick Hampton able to make that stop.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
130 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A 10th carry for Kamara. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 47-yard line.
Play fake. Murray.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers.
And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Second down and 3. Now a toss play for Akers.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
To the right side and complete to Atwell. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On the give, this is Akers.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. 3rd down, Bennett to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by Josh Jones. And they'll start out with great. At the 47-yard line in enemy territory. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct, and what the team and organization is hoping We're going to see these woes now, but later when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
2nd and 7.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Big Ace. 2-2-1.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show off their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Byron Young there on the stop.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done, really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but
I like where we're going with this. You say one to represent like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for Arizona, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Rams, their woes continue as the record falls now to 1-10. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.